Welcome to Number 1 Audits. Join me as we review the power of conducting a First Amendment audit to expose corruption, lack of education, and abuse by law enforcement in our communities. Did you know that less than 3% of the U.S. population knows all 5 elements of the First Amendment? Did you know that law enforcement, in addition to being paid by your tax dollars, swear an oath to protect your constitutional rights? If you apply the 3% estimate to law enforcement, that means that roughly 97% of law enforcement officials do not know what rights of yours they are supposed to protect. With some police academies being less than 3 months long, it is no surprise that this is the case. Let's go over them quickly, so that you can know, and stand on all 5 elements of the first. The First Amendment guarantees freedoms of speech, press, religion, assembly, and redress against government officials.
Trespasser, you're the one with the phone.
What does the phone have to do with anything?
What's anything got to do with anything?
Hi, how are you? What services do you offer here? Do you just keep the records for the Justice Court?
Number one, are you filming?
Number 1, I am filming, yes. Yeah.
Why?
I'm just recording my interaction here today with you and anyone I would come in
For what?
contact with too. It really doesn't matter, ma'am. I just wanted to,
Well, it kind of does matter to me. I don't like being filmed.
Oh, okay. You're a public servant, you work for the government.
I work for the village.
Yeah, so you're a public servant, you get paid for it by tax dollars. I'm just trying to promote some transparency here. What kind of services do you offer to the public here? What does your job entail here at the village clerk?
I'm the court clerk.
You're the court clerk, so that means...
The village clerk is up front. You can speak to her.
Right. No, I'm specifically asking for the court clerk. What kind of services do you offer here? Like if someone came to this window and wanted some services, what would they normally ask you for?
They would be coming in about parking tickets, moving violations in the village.
You keep all the records for those things? And if somebody wanted to request any type of citation or anything, that's all public record that you provide?
Depends, yes.
Okay. And your name was?
Everything Sean has just said is true. Any public employee is subjected to transparency simply because their paycheck is derived from our tax dollars. Nothing wrong with an individual questioning government employees.
Story on the village here. I'm just asking some questions. That's it. Nothing nefarious going on.
Do you have a card?
I don't have a card. I don't carry cards on me. No.
No, you just film people.
Well, I film public servants in the course of their duty, government. When I'm investigating something, it's part of my job
And
to...
what are you investigating?
Well, I can't divulge exactly what I'm investigating because then I would tip my hand to my story that I'm working on here. So I'm just asking questions of government officials. You are a public servant. You get paid for by tax dollars. And you did ask if you could help me with anything. So I just decided to ask you questions, Mary.
Fine.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Really?
What is this for?
Oh, I don't know. It was the same guy I watched. Yeah.
Yeah, heavy set looking guy.
Oh, this guy was a
Baseball cap.
No,
Tall.
must have been somebody else.
Because he's like, well, I'm working on a story. I said, for who? He says, well, I can't divulge that. And I said, but you're filming me and you're asking me to divulge what I do? He goes,
Wow.
well, you're a public servant. You get paid by the government. I mean, these people are nuts.
Oh my God, I wonder who the heck it was.
I'm working on a story. So I said, all I told him was that I said, I help people that have parking tickets, moving violations, and village
Yeah.
ordinance. That's all I said.
Okay, yeah. All right,
It
man.
creeps me out, these
Yeah, I know, it's a bit worse.
Because I don't know what the hell is going on. I said, well, what's the story about? He said, I can't divulge that.
I wonder who the heck you are around.
I don't know.
Exactly. Public service equals a level of transparency that many are not comfortable with, but are required to abide by. A citizen is not required to divulge their own private information, generally speaking, because of the Fifth and elements of the Fourth Amendments.
I was just wanted to follow up on some of the statements you just made. Who are you speaking to?
Why?
I would just like to follow up on some of the statements you just made about me.
What, that I asked what was going on?
Well, no,
I asked
that you
what
were
it was
saying.
about, and you said I could. That
You were saying a lot of derogatory things. It's all on
I
camera.
didn't say derogatory. I asked if you went to the front office.
I don't think I treated you with any sort of disrespect here.
I didn't mean to treat you with disrespect. I asked you questions, but you couldn't answer me. But you want me to answer you?
Well, I told you my name is
So,
Sean. I told you my name is Sean. I told you I'm a journalist, independent journalist, and I told you I was working on a story, Mary. I mean, I don't know how much more information you need from me.
Mary, we're closing the door, we're closing now.
Okay.
Sir.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I was just having a conversation with Mary. I know you close at 4 o'clock. 3:54.
We close at 4.
Yeah, it's 3:54, ma'am.
Well, we go by the time clock.
You go by the time clock, not the actual clock.
So you're gonna have to leave.
But it's not 4 o'clock, ma'am.
I'm not in here just with you and Mary.
I'm not a threat to Mary or you or anyone else.
Who are you?
A moment. Who are you, ma'am?
I'm the village clerk. Who
You're the
are you?
village clerk, and your name?
Who are you?
I will tell you that as soon as you identify yourself to me. You're the village clerk, and what's your name?
No citizen is required to identify to law enforcement absent crime afoot. It is startling to see a town clerk think they are entitled to the identify of any person they see.
So they close at 4 o'clock, and it's 3:55. There are people still in this building. It's unfortunate. I was trying to do a FOIL request after speaking with Mary for some public records, but it is 3:58 right now. You can see on my watch 3:58. You can see there 3:58. So they're not closed.
Heating up in
They
3,
should be offering
2,
services to the public.
1.
It's 2 minutes
Meet
to
Lou,
4 o'clock.
Atlantic Beach
Hey,
Code Enforcement. For now.
Who are you?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't get your name.
No, what's your name?
No, I'm just asking for who are you, sir?
I work here. What's your name?
Do you work here? In what capacity?
Who are you? Do you work here?
Oh, no, I don't work here, no.
So then what are you doing here?
No, I would just like to know your name, sir. I'd like to know who I'm talking to. You said you work here, right?
I'm asking you the question. I'm not to tell you. What do you do? Do you belong here right now?
Sir, who are you? I don't know why are
I
you
work here.
speaking
My
to me
name is
that
Lou.
way?
What's your name?
My name is Sean,
And
Lou.
what's your purpose of being here?
Well, I was trying to file a FOIL request.
A what?
A FOIL request? Do you know what that
Well,
is, sir?
it's closed right now.
Well, they closed early. It's not 4 o'clock.
Yes, it is.
It's not. It's 3:59.
Okay, there's nobody here.
And they left at 3:54, I
So, do
believe.
you mind leaving the premises right now? You don't belong here. Do I have to call the cops?
You can call whoever you want, Lou. I was trying to get services, and it's
There's nobody here.
3:59.
I'd be glad to help you, but there's nobody here.
Well, there was people here, and they left early. How is that my fault?
Look, come on, let's go outside. Let's go outside.
Yeah,
I'm asking you to
I would
leave.
ask you not to put your hands on
I'm
me.
asking you to leave.
Don't put your hands on
I'm
me in
asking
any
you to
way.
leave.
Lou, just take a deep
I'm
breath.
asking you to leave.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep
I'm telling you what
breath.
to do. Listen, I'm asking you to leave. They called me up.
I don't even know who you are, Lou.
I work. It doesn't matter who I am. I'm a code enforcer here. All right, part of the security.
Am I breaking any codes?
You're not supposed to be here. They're closed.
It's not closed.
You're kind of leave.
It is not closed, Lou.
I said leave.
I'm trying to get services, Lou.
All right, come on. I'm asking you to leave.
Lou.
Then I'm asking you to
Lou,
leave. Then
don't-
I'm asking you to leave.
Don't touch me.
I'm asking
Lou,
you to leave.
Don't touch me.
I'm asking you to leave.
Don't touch me, Lou.
I'm asking
You
you,
gotta
to leave.
calm
I'm
down.
asking you nicely to leave.
You gotta calm down. It is now 4 o'clock, Lou.
Okay, it's time to leave. Then.
Now it's 4 o'clock.
Mary, what's this all about?
You gotta calm down, man.
Don't tell me what to do.
You have to calm
I
down.
asked you to
I'm
leave.
gonna tell you what to do.
I know
I'm
you're
gonna
going to
tell
tell
you
me
to
what to
calm down.
do.
Calm down.
Who is this guy?
Calm down.
Who is this guy?
Do you know this unhinged man?
I don't know.
No. I'm asking you
Do
to
you know
leave.
this unhinged man? Wow. Very eventful here. So I guess this is Lou's Atlantic Beach code enforcement vehicle here. What a complete unhinged. That man is code enforcement. He goes to people's homes and enforces code in the village of Atlantic Beach. Are you kidding me? I'll take an apology now, Lou.
You go fuck yourself. How's that?
Excuse me?
That's right. You heard what I said. Get you go fuck yourself.
Excuse me? I'll take an
Have
apology.
a nice. Yeah, go get an apology. Go stick it up your ass. Yeah, go asshole.
Put your seatbelt on, Lou. You gotta put your seatbelt on. I'm the whack job. Put your seatbelt on, Lou. Lou, put your seatbelt on. Come on, man. You gotta follow the law. You gotta follow the law, Lou. What a complete unhinged tyrant. Wow. Code enforcement officer Lou has decided to return
Where you from, buddy? Where you from?
from here.
From where?
From here.
What was your purpose here?
To do a FOIL request.
Hey, what?
A FOIL request.
Okay, let me ask you something. You see, the building is closed.
It wasn't.
But they left. It's 4 o'clock.
But it wasn't 4 o'clock.
So, what's the difference? At the end of the day, come back in the morning.
The difference is that you're expected to work until 4
All
o'clock.
right, okay, you made your point. All right.
Okay, great. Yeah, have a nice day, Lou. Okay.
Listen, what do you do?
Have a nice... I'm a journalist. I told you
A
that.
journalist from where? Show me some
Independent.
identification.
No.
Why, then you're not a journalist.
Okay. Then you're not a code enforcement officer.
Oh, really? Well, at least I'm here. I show you that what I hear. I'm not
Let me
hiding
see
it.
your identification.
So the point is, I'm showing you what you say are public. Okay, what? What are you publishing? You're National Herald? Are you from the Daily News?
I'm independent.
You're independent. So what's the purpose of this whole thing?
To do a FOIL request investigating the village here.
Investigating what?
The village.
Oh, really? Well, if there's nobody here, what are you investigating?
There was people here.
Well, they were leaving.
They left early. They left early.
I'm telling you, it's Sean. It's 4 o'clock. People.
They left early.
They leave at 3. A few stay around for 4. They start at 7. They leave at 3.
Well, that's something that should be brought up at the meeting then. I'll bring it up.
Whatever you have to do, but
Right.
there's no reason to get all crazy here.
You got crazy,
No,
Lou.
because I asked you to leave. You're not supposed to be here. That's closed.
It wasn't closed.
No, it's closed.
Once it turned 4 o'clock, I left.
Okay, I know. Yeah, okay.
You got crazy.
Yeah, I asked you to leave.
You. Lou, listen, there's nothing else for us to talk about, man.
You said you weren't going to leave.
There's
I
nothing
said,
else.
you have to leave.
You can just put your seatbelt on and just
Don't worry
go.
about my seatbelt.
It's for
Don't
safety.
worry
It's
about
the
my
law.
safety.
It's the
Don't worry about my
law.
life. What about your life?
It's the law.
It's the law. Good.
It's the law.
I was parked.
Follow the law. You're not
Okay?
parked.
Vinny, this is Sean.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
What's your name, sir?
Doesn't matter. What's the problem? what's
your
your
name? Your name doesn't matter.
What's your name?
Your name doesn't matter.
What is your name?
Is it with like?
What is your
Notice how immediately upon arriving,
Officer,
Lou's supervisor
Inspector
Vinny
doesn't matter?
begins acting like another child.
So I'm asking
In
what
my
your name
opinion,
is.
the
You
entire
said-
code
is your name
enforcement
doesn't-
department of
is your
Atlantic
name
Beach
doesn't
should be
matter?
fired.
My name is Vincent.
I wonder if the actual law
name is
enforcement
Sean.
officers will be better educated on the law.
Just Sean?
Yeah, just Sean.
Sean from where?
Sean from Earth.
Okay. So
I'm
what
just
seems
here.
to be the problem?
I don't have any problem. I think.
so
Are you?
what's
Are
the
you?
police here?
Yeah, you can call them. Go ahead, Vinny. Yeah, go ahead.
Seems to be the problem.
Go ahead. Call who you need to call. If you feel safe. I'm unsafe. I mean,
No, I don't
that's
feel
your right.
safe. I feel perfectly fine. I want to know what the problem is.
And you think law enforcement's gonna take care of that for you?
What's the problem?
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
Trespassing?
Yeah, right. Trespassing on public
How you
property.
doing? My name-
Right.
Yes. My name is Vincent Amoroso. I'm with the Village of Atlantic Beach. I'd like to have an officer respond to 65 The Plaza, the Village Hall. We have a trespasser. The Plaza, the Village Hall of the Incorporated Village of Atlantic Beach. The Plaza, 2 words. Yes, we have somebody who's trespassing, refuses to leave. Yes.
All of the above.
Hispanic, white, about 5'8", 5'10", beard, wearing
6'2".
a New York Yankees hat.
6'2".
Yankees, correct. And yeah, interlocking NY, refusing to leave. Refuses to provide any identification. Was caught inside the building after the structure was closed.
That's not true.
Vincent Amoroso. O-R-O-S-O. Thank you. Correct. So what seems to be the problem, Sean?
I don't have a problem. You're the one that called law enforcement. I'm just going to wait for them. Fellow Patriots, my friend Dale from the Lackluster channel and I have been reporting on police misconduct for years now, and we are fed up with seeing we the people's rights being violated. So we've decided to take action to protect all of our
I am not
constitutional
sponsored
rights
by, but highly
launching
encourage you to
Attorney
look into
Shield.
this app for your own safety.
Attorney Shield is a next-gen mobile app technology that provides 24/7 access to legal support during critical interactions with the police. With a tap of a button, you will be connected to an attorney in 30 seconds or less. The video call will immediately start recording and uploading the footage to our secure cloud servers, while at the same time notifying your emergency contact that you're having a police interaction and providing them with your geolocation. One of my favorite features is that the call cannot be ended without entering in a personal security PIN, preventing the officer from unlawfully stopping your recording. All of these features and much more for less than $8 a month. Sign up for Attorney Shield today using the link in the description or pinned comment of this video to receive an exclusive 10% discount off your membership. Only together can we fundamentally change policing in America.
You're the one with the phone.
What does the phone have to do with anything?
What's anything got to do with anything? Why are you here?
I already explained that to multiple people, Vincent.
Who's the multiple people?
I explained it to everybody inside,
Okay.
and I explained it to
and
Lou
what were
here.
you asking?
Are you Lou's boss?
Boss?
Lou,
No, I'm my boss.
you're not Lou's boss?
I'm my boss.
You're your own boss?
Yeah.
Really? That's interesting. Well, I mean, technically, the residents here are your boss, right?
I work
Taxpayers.
for myself.
No, you work for the taxpayers.
No, I work
I think
for
you got to
myself.
get out of that mentality,
No, I work
Vincent.
for myself.
No. You're here to serve the taxpayers
Not necessarily.
of Atlantic Beach. Yes, you are.
I'm here to serve myself.
You're here to serve yourself. By saying that you serve the taxpayers?
You're an arrogant idiot.
And what does that make you?
Go, man. You don't have to hang around here.
What does that make you? If I'm an arrogant idiot, what does that make you?
Same as you. You refused to leave the building when you were told to leave.
It wasn't closed.
How do you know it wasn't closed?
Because you close at on your website it says you close at 5, number one.
Well, I don't
Number
care what
2,
your website closes. We can make our own hours.
and it closed at 4, and as soon as the clock struck 4, I left. There were still people
Not if you're in
inside.
the building. Were you asked to leave?
At 4 o'clock,
Were you asked to leave?
I left. There were still people in the building. I'm
Well,
trying to
were you
conduct
asked to
business
leave?
during business hours. That's how that
Were
works.
you asked to leave? If
That's how that
suppose
works.
They wanted to leave at 3 o'clock. They have to get your permission.
They should not be leaving early. They're getting paid.
says
I'm
so?
sure they're getting paid till 4 o'clock, aren't they?
How do you know that?
I'm sure they are.
But how do you know that?
I don't know
Why
for a
would you make that
fact.
assumption?
Well, I would know for a fact if I was able to do my FOIL request that I wanted to
Well,
do.
if you wanted to do a FOIL request, you should have come in before 4 o'clock.
I did.
We don't have to take your information after 4 o'clock.
It wasn't after 4 o'clock.
If the office actually
That's what you're not
is
understanding,
open,
Vincent.
the
It's not. It
office
wasn't
can-
after
the
4
office
o'clock.
can open and close as they see fit. They don't need your permission.
I didn't say they need my permission. I'm saying they should be open during normal business hours.
Normal business hours are the hours that we make.
Does Chase Bank close 10 minutes early?
If they want, I'm sure they do, but we don't have to.
But do
answer
they
to
do
Chase
that?
Bank, and we don't have to
You answer to the taxpayers.
No,
You
we
said
don't.
you're in this for yourself.
Yeah.
That's the mentality that I'm here to expose, Vincent. That's what you're in this for, and I'm sure that's what you truly believe. And listen, there's a lot of public servants like yourself, Vincent, that think that way. You are a public servant. No, you are a public
I work
servant.
for myself.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I work for myself.
It's unfortunate that you think that way. So you just work for yourself. You just do what you want. What is
Am I a taxpayer?
what do you do? What do you do?
Am I a taxpayer?
I have no idea.
Well, so
Are
why
you?
would you tell me I don't work for myself if you don't know if I'm a taxpayer?
Well, it doesn't matter. You don't pay your whole salary, do you?
How do you know that?
You just don't. I know that. It wouldn't make sense. No one pays their whole salary in taxes. We do pay a lot of taxes here on Long Island, that's for sure. More than
You
most.
just happen to be a moron who doesn't want to listen to somebody who says to you that we're closed, come back
So,
tomorrow.
as an inspector for the Village of Atlantic Beach, Vincent, do you think that calling people names is professional?
Listen, if
Do you think
were
that's
asked
warranted?
To leave, if you were asked to leave,
Do you think
and
that's
turn
warranted?
around and say you're not leaving, what do you think that does? When I came up to you and I asked you what seems to be the problem, and you tell me that the problem is that it's him, it's me,
Right.
everybody else.
This man's unhinged,
Maybe it's you.
and I think no. That's why I record. That's why I'm recording.
That's great.
So we could tell who's the moron, as you say, quote unquote moron here. We could figure that out through rewatching the video, and we can get other people's opinions on that.
So then I guess I'll ask for a copy of the video.
Oh no, I will definitely. You have an email? You want to give me your email? Because I can email to you for sure.
That's good.
Is it
65 office at villageofatlanticbeach.com.
65 office
Office at villageofatlanticbeach.com.
office at villageofatlanticbeach.com. I will be sure to send you the whole entire video so you can see exactly from start to finish exactly what transpired here today. That way we don't have to guess. We don't have to, we don't have to guess on what time it was.
You have your whole transaction.
The whole thing, everything, Vincent. I'll make sure I get it right to you as soon as I get home. I'm going to. I'm an independent journalist, Vincent.
Excellent.
Independent means I work for myself.
Oh, so you're like me.
I don't get taxpayer money though.
Oh, you probably don't get any money then if you're independent.
Right. I mean, I guess that's between me and Uncle Sam.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, no, I don't get taxpayer money like you, Vincent.
That's a shame.
Right. Yeah, I don't get the free medical that you get. I don't get all that. None of those taxpayer benefits you get for you to treat members of the public the way you do, Vincent. It's very unprofessional, and it's not a good look for Atlantic Beach. It really isn't. You're not a good representation of Atlantic Beach.
Let me just tell this officer where to pull over.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be all right.
Excellent.
Law enforcement has arrived. Hey, officer, how are you?
I'm Officer DeConzo, 3485, Nassau County. How are you?
Thank you for identifying yourself. I appreciate it. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I didn't call you.
Yeah.
Vincent here, the inspector, called you.
Yeah.
Apparently he thinks I'm trespassing.
Inside the building after the building was closed, refused to leave. Our security officer asked him to leave, which he declined to do. So after conversation between these two, me as his supervisor.
Oh, you are his supervisor, so you're a liar as well.
Trying to alleviate the situation. However, when I asked him what seemed to be the problem, he just seemed to come back and say that there were no problems and that everything was good. Apparently, he doesn't like the tone that I took with him, which I really don't care about. But he was asked to leave. He seems to have an issue with that the office closed early and feels that there's no way that the office should actually be able to close early because Chase Bank doesn't close early.
Right. So, officer, now that you heard an account from somebody who wasn't here, he just arrived here. I will tell you what actually happened.
I was on
You got here late. You got here late too. You got here late too.
Let's just do
One at a time. I didn't. I wasn't the last person to leave, sir. The court clerk was still here.
That there may be people in the building doesn't mean that we're open.
Right. So the village clerk can close a public building whenever she wants. That's what you're telling me?
If she wants to leave, she can close. If she's the last one there, yes.
Well, she wasn't the last one there, but I'm just saying. So they have carte blanche, and there's a meeting today, so it's perfect. I can bring it up at the meeting that let the residents know that village clerks.
Tomorrow, do you want to do the photo plus tomorrow?
Well, I can come back. Obviously it's closed, officer. I'm not trying to break into City Village Hall here. I get that. I get it's closed now.
Get some information.
I'm investigating. That's all I'm doing here. I was in the area anyway, so I decided to come down and investigate. I'm sure I investigate, police departments, village halls, everywhere. So it's just part of my job.
As far as I know, you're just doing what you can do. That's fine.
Right. That's it, sir.
I'm sure you don't go in the restricted areas.
Right, sir. Right.
Do you want to come back tomorrow and file?
I will be back. I'll be back later on tonight at the board meeting. There's a board meeting tonight, and I'll be back for the board meeting.
okay with you guys?
Yeah, I have no issue. I mean, the only thing I would say is that if he's asked to leave the board meeting, he'll be asked to leave the board meeting. Whether
Well,
it's a public meeting
I
or
wouldn't
not,
leave.
You have the opportunity and the
You do
right to
not. You
refuse.
have no idea what you're talking about, sir. Sir, you just don't.
Okay.
I mean, I would hate for you to waste resources from the Nassau County Police Department to call them back here because I
Well,
attended a
we'll
board
probably
meeting.
have an officer on at the hearing tonight. Anyway.
You'll have, they're great, and I hope he can educate you on what you can and cannot do. I'm not trying to start any problems here. I'm trying to exercise my rights.
Started a problem when I asked you
How?
to
By
leave the
coming to a
problem.
village hall, sir? Come on. Be reasonable. I walked inside of a village hall. That's starting problems? Wait till you see the video and how this maniac acted. Really? I don't use that word lightly. I don't use it lightly. I don't use it lightly, sir. You've called me a moron, whatever else you called me today, sir. I don't use the word maniac lightly. And when you see the video, I told you I'd send it to you.
Identification wouldn't even do that.
Sir, you're not a law enforcement officer. Did he ask me for identification? Did he ask me for identification? Because he knows his job, sir.
You refused to. Identification.
Wait, what?
Now they're
That's
putting you in
right.
a predicament,
The
aren't
security
they?
guard just solicited a Fourth Amendment violation, which the officer thankfully refused.
Because he knows his job, sir.
You refused to. Identification.
Now they're putting you in a predicament, aren't they?
Who is it?
He can refuse identity.
He can refuse
He hasn't
identification.
committed a crime. We're certainly not obligated to request identification. If he committed a crime, it's a different story. I mean, that's just the way the law is. So, anyway, did we get what we need to
Yeah,
get?
I just,
You're gonna come back
I'll take care of it. Yeah. No, and I'll come back tomorrow for the FOIA request. I'll take care of it, officer. I'm sorry your resources were wasted coming out here. I didn't want to, I tried to talk to these people and they didn't understand. Like you just heard him say, officer, like he's your boss telling you to ask me for my identification. It's just ridiculous, the power play here. And, I don't appreciate it, but, they didn't break any laws. I didn't break any laws. So there's really no need for you to waste your time here anymore. No one broke any laws. Unprofessionalism is something I could take up at the meeting.
I asked you to leave.
It was not after 4 o'clock.
You refused to leave.
That's not
I
true.
hope it was
the
after
door,
the
you
store will do it.
Huh?
If he comes back tomorrow and it's past closing time, call
I'm
me up.
talking
I'll
about
come
right
by.
I'm not going to let him diffuse or twist the story. It was past 4
on video,
o'clock.
sir.
It was past 4 o'clock. I asked him to leave. He refused
You're
to leave.
lying.
There was nobody in the...
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Keep lying.
Then you're a liar.
How?
Well, then you can
It's
call
all
me a liar,
recorded.
you damn liar. You go say whatever you want to say on that. I asked you to refuse. Okay?
You've made that clear.
This establishment. I work here.
Right.
I asked
There
you
you
to
go.
leave. Very simple. You refused. Okay? I didn't take force. I wouldn't do that. But I asked you if I had to call I was going to do that. I asked you nicely.
You guys can always call me. Just call me up and I'll help you out. All right? Try to
Again,
get everybody where they need to
if
be.
he was asked to leave after 4 o'clock,
That's
he is
understandable.
trespassing. That's it. That's all. I was going on.
It wasn't after 4 o'clock.
You understand that if it's past closing time.
Right.
So,
Right. And it wasn't, sir. I'm sure you know that. I would never do something like that. Like, I'm sure you know exactly, I know the law, I know rules. I'm trying to follow the rules to the best of my ability, but I just wanted to do a FOIA request. That's it. I didn't talk to anybody with disrespect. I'm not trying to agitate anybody. They agitated themselves, and they're continuing to do that because they're not getting their way. They're acting like petulant children.
Did he do a FOIA request tonight, or he has to come back and
No, he has to come during.
And that's fine, sir. I can come back during regular business hours. I was here during regular business hours earlier.
He is so in tune with everything. He knows the FOIA request can be submitted electronically.
I like to do it online I like to do it in person so I can document that experience.
Yeah, of course he can do it. Can we do likewise?
You can do what?
Can we do likewise?
Do what?
Refute whatever you're saying?
I mean, I don't know what that
can
means.
make all the
Hey,
decisions you
officer,
want.
how are you? How you doing?
He's offered to furnish us
I'm
with
doing
a
well.
copy of the video, a complete copy of the
Yeah, can I just mind if I get your name and badge number?
Officer Delegate's badges.
Thank you, Officer Delegate. I appreciate you.
And if he is there after 4 o'clock, he is trespassing. And
Right.
whether or not the office chooses to close early, the office chooses to close early.
Well, sir, you're going to have to take that up with your prosecutor, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Inspector, stop everything.
I didn't leave after 4. Hey, how are you, sir? Hey, you mind if I just get your name and badge number?
Yeah, Kelly, badge number is 4703.
Thank you, Kelly. Officer Kelly. I appreciate you. Thank you.
She was on her way out. Have a good day. We'll see you.
We'll resolve.
I'll see you at the meeting. We'll resolve. Yeah.
Any questions?
I don't have any questions for you, sir. Thank you for, not forcing me to identify, doing anything what these gentlemen ask you to do. So I appreciate you just operating within the law. I know you got called. You had to come here. Don't blame you. Okay. Operate within the law. Great. Appreciate it. Yep, you too. Have a great night, guys. Take care. You have a good one, okay?
Any issues, just call me up and I'll happily
come down and help everyone out. Very good. Thank you.
Have a good day, officer. You guys stay safe out there, okay? Take care. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was a wild video. Public servants really believe that they are above us. You heard it directly from his mouth. He works for himself. He works for his own best interest, not the interest of taxpayers. He said it out loud, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what else you want me to, how else I could put it, but he said it to himself. There's a lot of public servants out there that have that kind of mentality towards we the people, and it's absolutely disgusting. Unhinged lunatics. Both of those code enforcement officers, the inspector and the code enforcement, they're liars. They lied multiple times during this encounter, as the video will prove. Said he wasn't his supervisor. He's his own boss. That's the problem. They think that they're their own boss. They don't think they answer to anybody.
What a juicy doozy. I do want to point out that every officer on scene has maintained an unbelievable level of respect, composure and courtesy. I applaud them as strongly as I condemn the actions of the code enforcement trash. I also want to applaud Mr. Reyes for keeping a far greater level of composure during the entire interaction, per usual.
And it's absolutely ridiculous, but you know, we're definitely going to I had no plans of staying out here till, you know, the village board meeting, but I guess I have to now. And we're gonna hang out.
Bay fam, it's Bay Area Transparency, back in the house once again with another audit coming your way. Last couple days been crazy. I got a cut on my lip from an officer basically slapping me in the face, slapping my glasses off my face and letting them drop to the floor. It's been a wild ride, just put it like that. It's been a wild ride. So here we are. We're gonna go ahead and conduct a First Amendment audit on the San Mateo City Police Department. That's San Mateo, up in San Mateo County. It's right here, down here by San Francisco, in between Redwood City and all that stuff, right in the heart of the Bay, right heart of the Bay Area here in California. So we're gonna go ahead. That's the police department right there.
While beginning every encounter with the utmost respect, BAT has no problem dishing any disrespect he receives right back.
To me flexing my rights, and they do have a couple signs up that say police vehicles only, no public access, but that's on their gate. So obviously there's nothing, you know, obstructing me or stopping me, or no security with issues with me going up to the gate. So let's see how they react, and we're gonna try to be cordial, professional, and respectful, right? And just see how they are. You know, hopefully they are as well. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to highlight good officers. Confrontation doesn't bring change, although sometimes it changes policy when you expose them for being confrontational, right? But we don't want that. Sometimes it takes teamwork to make the dream work. So hopefully they'll go ahead and stop being tyrants, and then we can go on about our day and record up good police. But I don't know if that's gonna happen, so bear with me. Let's do it. I think they were maybe waiting for an auditor to come. Maybe waiting for an auditor to come here, huh? Well, I'm here. How you doing? All right, how about you? Good. Cool. How you doing? Just taking a couple pictures. Yeah, how you doing?
Good. Cool. Yeah, is there a reason you're taking the pictures?
Cool. Just checking everything
First
out.
Amendment, right?
What was that?
First Amendment, you collecting data on it?
Checking everything out.
Yeah. All right, good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
See you later.
All right, I'll wait for you to go.
Somebody's talking to me in your car. Is that the old lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Cool. Now, well, I'll be here a while. I'll take a couple pictures.
All right.
I'll be out here.
Sounds good. Take a picture.
I will. Once you leave, I'll take some. Yeah, with maps on.
Sure.
That'd be good. Get out of that car.
We're just taking some surveillance photos over here.
Oh, this is this?
Yeah.
Oh, copy that. Hi.
How's it going?
Good, how are you? What's your name, sir?
I'm alright.
Do you live in the area, sir?
What was that?
Do you live in this area?
Not right in this area, but yeah, around somewhere.
Okay, so what brings you to the police department today?
I was taking a couple pictures,
Okay, so
wandering around.
where were you walking around taking pictures? Around the station?
Well, you just saw me right here.
Great, I didn't see you, so I'm just curious. I'm coming to this meeting. Do you have any ID on you, sir?
I do, yeah.
Okay, do you mind if I take a look at that? I'd just like to know who I'm talking to.
Well, why would you need my ID?
I'll be okay.
I don't get it.
The gates to the PD. Just because you were taking pictures around the area, and I'd like to know who's walking around my police department, that's all.
The Fifth Amendment protects citizens from self-incrimination tactics commonly used by law enforcement. The Fourth protects citizens from unlawful searches and seizures. Knowing these, in addition to the first, can be the difference between freedom and incarceration. Or worse.
Letting you know right now that I'd like to identify who you are so that I know why you're here and what you're doing.
Well, I said I was taking pictures
Okay, what were you taking pictures for, sir?
because I feel like it, and if I'm not being detained, you don't get to tell me what to do and when to do it.
Okay, sir, at this point, you're on the property right now and you're not giving me ID and you're acting a little bit suspicious, so you're detained.
Okay.
So does that change anything for you?
Yeah, I guess I'll watch where my hands go.
Okay.
But let me turn my camera on.
Please, by all means. My camera's on and I'm recording our entire contact, okay?
Okay, gotcha.
So you're more than welcome to. Gentlemen, this is an individual who is just taking pictures around the police building. The lieutenant
The guy
talked
who
to
walked
him,
up on me
and
for
I'm not
taking
sure what
pictures.
information he gave you.
Morning. And nothing.
Okay, so at the end of the day, I'm asking you if you could identify yourself because you're on the police department property and you're taking pictures into our building. So at the end of the day, I'm just asking for your ID and I'm going to send you on your way. But I'd like to know who you are. And I'd like to know what your business is at the police department. That's all.
I get what you're saying, but I didn't take any pictures into the building.
My lieutenant said you were taking pictures.
And not into the building.
Well,
I'm not even close
pictures
to the
over
building.
here.
I'm not even close to the building.
You know
though.
what? Don't play the game. You know, you don't want to identify yourself. And
Can you
we
please give me
deal
your
with a lot of this. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And we know you're taking pictures in here, maybe getting intel. You don't want to give us your name because that's part of the game, right?
As there is no crime afoot, there is no obligation on Bay Area to identify or even answer questions at this point. And if these officers know it is what they consider a game, I find it very silly that they are so willing to play
When you
it.
came and talked to me, I said I'm just gonna take a couple pictures and I'm gonna be out of here. And now we got all this. I don't understand it.
Post this online so you know how well you're being treated.
Which one am I talking to here?
Both of us.
Her or you?
Both of us. I'd like your identification. He's asking you what you're doing here. Can I please see your identification?
Negative.
Can you tell me your name?
Negative. And what am I being detained for?
Like I said, sir, you're acting suspicious on a police department property.
Taking pictures is acting suspicious.
Taking pictures is actually a constitutionally protected activity.
Is taking picture, answer the question, is taking pictures acting suspicious? You're a public servant, I'm a private citizen, you answer when I ask. Do you know 148G, California Penal Code? Do you know that penal code? Specifically states that a public member taking pictures in a public area cannot be deemed suspicious. Get away from me. Back up. You don't need to walk more than 6 feet to me. Well, yeah, I'm getting upset. What are you doing? So am I being detained still, or are you going to recant that? Okay, cool.
It's unlawful, unprofessional, and tyrannical to enforce feelings over law in the United States.
Badge number.
Badge 33, Maravillas.
Name, badge
Lieutenant
number.
Mefford. There you go.
Name, badge number.
Officer Chen, badge 188.
What's your badge number? Name and badge number. What is that?
So you see,
No, I got you. I got you. Thank you. I appreciate you. No. Okay, back to work, right? See you guys later. No. No directives. Back to work.
Copsplaining refers to when an officer lies or misconstrues the truth to coerce citizens into doing things they should not have to do, such as self-ID. It is a disgusting and unprofessional action.
Why? Answer it. Why? No, not at the end of the day. No directives. No, you just detained me. Now I'm free to leave? What was I detained for?
you were acting suspicious. My lieutenant told me you were
Taking pictures is not acting suspicious. Go look at the penal code. You can't detain somebody for pictures. You don't know that as a lieutenant? You don't know 148G? Are you kidding me? I'm glad your 6 weeks in the academy made you a lawyer, right? You're a Supreme Court judge now, I'm assuming. I was just illegally detained. For what? Anybody that watches this is gonna see that I was illegally detained and you guys got put in your place. That's what they're gonna say. No, I don't want to hear any of your, I don't want to hear your little spiel that you're gonna do. So you don't illegally detain somebody. I am on public property, not your property, not your. So bounce. See you later. Buckle and bounce. Break it down and get out of here. Simple as that. Can't detain me. I don't know why I had to teach you that. I don't know why you didn't know that. You just illegally detained me. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this. My lieutenant. At the end of the day is the whole, at the end of the day, or in this day and age, or this is the deal. We hear it all the time.
I'm giving you the respect of listening.
No, you're not.
Do you mind listening to me?
No, because I don't want to hear your fluff. I don't want to hear the lies and the manipulation of the situation. Let me ask you a question. How does reasonable suspicion work? You need reasonable, articulatable suspicion of what? Of what? No, of a crime is being committed, about to be committed, or has been committed. Where's the crime?
I was investigating that.
You can't detain to investigate. You detain when you have reasonable suspicion of a crime. Don't you know that? You're a sergeant. You don't know that? Do you answer the question? Do you not know this? Then why'd you detain me?
Because again, I was actively investigating what I believe.
You were actively investigating somebody taking pictures. It's the only information you had. You investigate more until you detain, until you ascertain that there could be a crime, that you have reasonable suspicion of a crime. You don't. You don't have that. You've never had that. No, we're talking here. You've never had that. You never had that. I'm not going to deal with you. You never had that. You've never had reasonable suspicion at all. Is that true or not? Did you ever have reasonable? Just answer me that question and I will be on my way. Just answer that question. Did you ever have reasonable suspicion of a crime?
I was doing an investigation.
We're getting a conversation walking.
Were you here when the gate was open or closed?
I'm not answering your questions. I've already told you that.
When did you get
Never
here,
heard
sir?
your response.
I'm not answering your questions. That's the response. That's the response.
What brought you here today? That's all. I want to know what brought you here today. What can we help you with today?
At this point, you guys should just go back to work.
Which we are planning on
Because
doing.
Normally I would try and fill in more commentary, but who are we kidding? Bay Area and these ridiculous officers did more than enough.
Walk wherever I want. You just said I'm not being detained, so I'm just checking everything out. How's it going? Good. How are you? Check it out in here.
Hey, sir, that's...
Excuse me. You're getting very close. We have COVID.
Are you trying to get in that vehicle?
I'm on the whole other side of the door. How would I be trying to get to the vehicle? I'm taking pictures inside the vehicle.
It seems like you're trying to get into the vehicle.
Why are you more than 6 feet from me? Look, now I'm straight surrounded. I didn't walk up to you. I was trying to walk up. I got it on camera, bud. You walked in front of me. I walked around you and you walked closer than me. You're closer than 6 feet. Back up. I'm on the other side of the door. Negative. Go back to work. Exactly. All of us leave. We got a tyrant right here. And we got somebody here who doesn't.
Okay, sir.
We got somebody
at the end
here.
of the day,
I'm on the other side of the door. How could I ever be getting in the car? You guys are right there standing by the door.
How did I know that?
Then you watch. You don't get in front of somebody. You don't get closer to 6 feet. You're not preventing it because I'm not going towards the door. I was going to the opposite way of the door.
You're making a point.
Yeah, I did. You guys are horrible. You're tyrants. It's not a point. You guys are tyrants. No, if you would have came out and said, hey, you need any help? And I would have said no, and you would have left. There would have been none of this. But what happened? You didn't leave. You're still here. You didn't do none of this. I got detained. We're getting arguments. We're getting fluff. Now you guys are surrounding me. She's touching me. This guy won't let me come take pictures like I wanted to. You guys are more than 6 feet. Dude, I have it on camera. I have it on camera, you tyrant. You were right here. When I walked over, you walked over this way. Don't touch me. I can get as close to you. I can get as close to you as I want. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, you fucking psycho? My hand was not near your gun. I'm talking. I'm talking. We all have it on camera. You get all, you're going to yell at me like a freaking psycho?
When your hand's near my firearm,
and now I'm surrounded again. My hand is not near your... Alright guys, you see that guy freak out like that? I just had to stop the video real quick just to say that if he thought I was so close to him that I was going for his firearm, you think he would have grabbed his firearm, stepped back and tried to get away from me and maybe even pull his firearm. But no, he took the hand, the very hand he uses to hold his firearm on the same side of his firearm to get closer to me, to point his finger in my face, shout in my face like a freaking maniac, and didn't protect his gun at all. At that point, the other officers got ready to pounce, and he had to tell him, don't touch him, don't touch him. And the whole confrontation started because I was a few feet away from him. He felt like I was too close, so he was putting his hand, pushing me, trying to get me away from him. But yet, they get so close to us all the time within inches. But when you get in a few feet, they freak out and go psycho. He's using his gun as an excuse. He just thought fast, realized, oh shit, I fucked up.
The collective actions of these officers is a perfect example of why many officers are being targeted across the country. Assault, battery, disorderly conduct, unlawful orders, illegal detention, violation of civil rights. The list goes on. These officers all truly are pigs. Gross farmed animals with one purpose: to harass the citizens that pay them.
I detained myself without a crime or anything, and then I just screamed and yelled, don't touch me, do not touch me. Bounce, go, buckle and bounce, you're out of here. I'm not leaving. And you don't yell at me and stick your goddamn finger in my face. You ain't nobody without that goddamn badge and gun, you hear me? All I did was walk up. Yes, exactly. Look at it. Get a good look. This is my thumbnail right here. Of this fucking tyrant who's been doing this too long and thinks he's God. You're nobody. You're nobody. To me, you're not protecting me. This ain't protecting me. You go watch my channel. I highlight so many police officers and police departments. It's not even funny. I'm the only one that makes police look good. When they make themselves look good, you're not making yourself look good. You're not making yourself look good. I didn't detain me. You're a lieutenant. When she detained me, you should have said, hey, we don't have reasonable suspicion. You didn't say that, right? You let it go in hopes to what? Get my identification. Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? You didn't get it. It's great to me. Bye. Bye. See you guys later. Especially you. Get this tyrant off the force. Get this tyrant off the force who thinks he can freak out on people and yell in their face and point in their face.
And we have people like you that sit here and...
You know what we want? We want officers to do their job the right way and not illegally detain somebody. And when a superior sees it, a far more superior officer with more training sees it, doesn't say anything about it, and allows the person to be detained until I have to school your officer, a sergeant at that she can't detain me, and then now you scream and yell because I walk towards your car. I'm not detained. I'm not detained.
You're a First Amendment guy.
It's not about the First Amendment. It's about all of our constitutional rights. It's about all of our constitutional rights. That's what it's about. That's what we got. This is what we got. Come to a police station and take pictures. You get faster service than if you call. If you need help, you get more service if you just come here and take pictures. You should have been doing those better things right away. So hey, Snap, you're back to work. Go ahead. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. No problem. More fluff. Exactly, because you're a public servant, right?
Well, I'm glad.
Are you a public servant? Okay. See you guys later. Yes, please get back to work, please. Situation didn't have to be this. Have you ever had de-escalation training? Have you ever had de-escalation training? Have you had de-escalation training? Have you had it? Because you need it. If somebody gets close to you, you can't freak out and yell in their face and point your finger as close to my goddamn face. My hand was nowhere near your firearm. Your other officers are gonna see it. I can get as close to you as I want. I was walking up as if I'm walking up to the car to do what I was gonna do anyway, take a picture inside the car.
Hey, you have a good night.
You too, babe. See you later. You're dismissed. I'm going to. See you later. You're dismissed. Again. I'll peel you like an onion, bro. Look how you already got. You're dismissed. Go back to work. I didn't even have to try. I just had to try to take a picture and you freaked out.
I'm so glad.
Simple. It's going to be there.
People that watch us don't have any tolerance for stuff like that.
Hey, understand real quick that the people that watch this are going to be calling the city attorney, the city manager, the mayor of the city, all about you because of how you act. You're going to get thousands of phone calls, right? No, that's not what I want. I'm not asking them to do that. I'm just saying that's what's going to happen because they see what you act like. They see what you act like. See, you're still here. If you were smart, you'd be gone. I've asked you a million times to go back to work. Go back to work. You too. Go back to work. Go back to work. Go back to work. Yes, see you later. Right? All the crime solved out here. You got other people out here hanging out. Go back to work. There was nothing you could have ever done for me. Go back to work. Later, babe. Love you. You're dismissed. See you later. You guys are dismissed. Bye-bye. Now let me get some pictures of these cars like I was going to.
You cannot
Please,
do that.
what? I can do whatever I want.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is private property right here. At this gate, you cannot, because this is our.
I can take pictures beyond this gate.
You cannot.
Yes, I can. Here you go. I'm gonna continue to do it. Here you go. Go ahead. Do something. I can do this. Okay? I know I can do this. You need to learn the Supreme Court rulings. What's the privacy policy? Do you have a reasonable expectation of privacy in public? Tell me.
This from here is all public, right?
But you can see it. Can you trespass my eyes? Can you trespass my eyes?
Okay.
No, let's have this conversation. Can you trespass my eyes?
Do you need to go up?
I know I'm gonna.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Ridiculous, guy. What was this about?
All I did
It didn't have to go there. No, ma'am, listen. What you did was you detained me and you can't. That was don't you understand that was a violation of my right when you made that decision? And let's talk about it again. You were investigating no crime. Were you investigating a crime? Did you have reasonable suspicion of a crime? No. It was that simple. So that's why we do this. We come around and we train officers like you guys. And I guarantee this won't happen again the next person that comes here. Right? Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next time, don't detain somebody unless you really have reasonable suspicion. The conversation never went that way if you didn't do that. So I don't know why I had to school you like that. It's ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, get back to work, baby. You guys are dismissed. Oh. And if you ask me, that right there was horrible. I got a little irritated. I obviously didn't call names and cuss anybody out until the situation got a little hectic, but I got a little irritated when she said I was being detained, and I felt like the lieutenant should have been telling her, hey, we can't detain this guy. We don't have any reasonable suspicion. And they kept going with it, and then the situation just blew up when I walked over to go record a car, and everything was, don't do this, don't do that, you can't walk over there, you can't do this, you can't do that. And it's a little ridiculous. And then did you guys see that last officer trying to say that you can't record past this gate? He pulled the old, this is private property, you can't record past the gate. If we can see it, we can record it. I mean, this screen, you can see right through the screen. Look, I can record anything in there I want. If you can see it, you can record it. It's not like I'm freaking standing on top of this wall right here. I'm just recording. I'm gonna be out here until these guys go in. It was amazing to me that none of them knew Penal Code 148G. None of them. She was using taking pictures as suspicion and detain me. And I could have let it, if I was looking for a lawsuit, which I'm not, I could have easily let it go longer, right? I could have let it go longer. I could have let them detain me. Just kept going with it instead of schooling them, saying you can't detain me. And she got smart and said, shit, I better undetain this guy at this point, right? So obviously I'm not looking for a lawsuit, because I could have made one happen. I could have stayed detained for X amount of time and done whatever, but that's not our motive, ladies and gentlemen, Bay fam. That's not the motive. The motive is change. The motive is criticism. Hopefully it's constructive and change, right? Unfortunately, you have some psycho lieutenant. When I started walking towards the vehicle to take a picture, he started freaking out, yelling and pointing. His finger got super close to my face. It was unbelievable, and yelled like a straight psycho. And that's the type of person that does not need to be in power like that. They try so hard to control the public. That's the problem with these officers. They're used to control. These ones specifically, San Mateo is used to control. And when they weren't going to control me because I was just doing anything that was legal only, I was exercising my rights legally. And when they figured out they weren't going to control me, man, they cannot handle that. I thought that they were going to have an asthma attack or a heart attack or something. It was fucking scary. Plus, again, I haven't gone too far.
Takeaways. First Amendment protects your right to film public officials in a number of ways in the freedoms of speech and redress of grievance. This means you can tell an officer how you feel about them and your situation, whether they like it or not. The fourth protects against unlawful searches or seizures of you and your property. No crime, no ID. The fifth protects your right to refuse self-incrimination. I don't answer questions, because I am not required to do your investigating for you. Learn these rights so that you can stand on them, if needed, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's go over the 5 elements of the First Amendment, so that you can say you've at least heard them. Again, the First Amendment protects your right to freedom of religion, to peaceably assemble, the right to redress a grievance against your government, your freedom of speech, and of course, your freedom of press. Thank you for watching. All original videos are linked in the description. Comment below any thoughts on these audits, or the video itself. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I will see you all in the next video.